Breaking news for anyone in the UK with a private pension: thousands of people could be owed a hefty tax refund of up to £3,800 due to a system error affecting pension withdrawals. If you or someone you know has recently taken money out of a private pension pot, especially for the first time, there's a good chance you may have overpaid in tax without even realizing it. According to recent data, HMRC has already processed close to 13,000 refund forms in just a 3-month period, returning a staggering £48.7 million in overpaid tax. And the average refund per person? An eye-opening £3,800. But how exactly did this happen? And more importantly, what can you do about it if you've been affected? Let's break it down in simple terms. When people access their pension savings, particularly for the first time, the tax system can treat that withdrawal in a very unusual way. Instead of taxing it based on your total annual income or your actual financial situation, HMRC often uses what's called a month one tax code. This assumes that the amount you withdraw in that single month will be repeated every month for the rest of the tax year. So if you take out, say, £10,000 in one go, the system assumes you'll withdraw £120,000 that year. And that leads to a much higher tax deduction than necessary. This flawed setup can come as a nasty surprise, especially for those who are planning to use their pension funds for immediate needs, whether it's to travel, renovate a home, help family, or simply enjoy retirement. The sudden drop in the available amount can completely throw off financial plans, delay goals, or cause unnecessary stress. It's an issue that highlights the gap between outdated tax mechanisms and modern retirement choices. Helen Morrissey, the head of retirement analysis at Hargreaves Lansdown, summed it up perfectly when she said that the overpaid pension tax saga just keeps dragging on. According to her, the issue has become all too common, and many retirees are being unfairly penalized just for accessing the money they've spent their lives saving. Morrissey also pointed out that the process of reclaiming the overpaid tax isn't exactly straightforward. It's an administrative headache most people would rather avoid. So what can be done about this? Is there a way to avoid getting hit with a larger tax bill than necessary when withdrawing your pension? Fortunately, yes, but it requires some careful planning. One of the key tips from financial experts is to make your first pension withdrawal a small one. By doing this, the tax system gets a clearer idea of your income pattern and may apply a more accurate tax code moving forward. It also minimizes the risk of overtaxation. Of course, this isn't always practical, especially if you need a larger lump sum for a major expense, like a house repair or a dream holiday. In that case, it's vital to plan ahead and understand how much of your withdrawal might be temporarily taken by the taxman. Another practical step is to keep detailed records of all pension withdrawals and tax deducted. Having these documents organized will speed up the refund process if you need to submit a claim. It's also worth checking your payslips or pension statements regularly to spot any unusual tax deductions early on. Now, if you've already been taxed too much, don't panic. You can get your money back. But as Morrissey noted, the process isn't automatic. You'll need to fill out one of 3 HMRC forms, depending on your specific situation. If you don't do this, you'll typically have to wait until the end of the tax year to get a refund, which could be months away. So if you're in a hurry to recover your money, make sure you know which form applies to you and submit it as soon as possible. The 3 main forms used for reclaiming pension overpayments are 55, P53Z, and P50Z, and each one corresponds to different circumstances. For example, P55 is for people who've taken a part of their pension and aren't planning further withdrawals in the current tax year. The others apply in different scenarios, like if you've taken the whole pot or if you're no longer working. It's important to choose the right one, as submitting the wrong form can delay your refund even further. David Brooks, head of policy at Broadstone, offered a more hopeful view of the situation. While he acknowledged the staggering scale of tax overpayments in the second quarter of 2025, nearly £49 million, as mentioned earlier, he also highlighted that positive changes are on the horizon. According to Brooks, the pension tax system is set to undergo improvements that should help people avoid these overpayments in the first place. These upcoming changes aim to ensure that when someone accesses their pension cash, they're moved onto the correct tax code sooner, rather than being stuck with the misleading month one approach. That would mean fewer people getting caught out by surprise tax bills and having to go through the refund process. But Brooks also made it clear that while the new system may be an improvement, it still won't be perfect. There will likely still be individuals who fall through the cracks and end up needing to manually reclaim overpaid tax. And for those people, the process remains unnecessarily complex and slow. It's a step in the right direction, but not a complete solution. So what's the takeaway here? If you're nearing retirement or already drawing from your pension pot, it's absolutely essential to understand how pension withdrawals are taxed and to be prepared for the possibility of an initial overpayment. While the money is usually recoverable, the process can be slow and frustrating. That's why proactive planning, and possibly speaking to a financial advisor, can make a real difference. Also, if you've already taken a lump sum and suspect that you may have been overtaxed, don't wait around. Check your paperwork. Compare what you received with your expected after-tax amount. And if something doesn't add up, look into submitting the appropriate HMRC form. You could be due a refund of hundreds or even thousands of pounds. This issue affects a huge number of people, especially as more individuals move toward flexible retirement and begin drawing down pension savings in stages rather than buying annuities. With the average refund being nearly £4,000, it's not just small change. That money could cover a holiday, upgrade your car, or even make a difference in your day-to-day retirement income. It's also a reminder that, even with the best intentions, government systems don't always get things right, and it's up to us as individuals to stay informed and take action when needed. The good news is, you're not alone. Thousands of people are in the same boat, and with the right steps, you can reclaim what's rightfully yours. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it could be worth thousands. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the process, remember you can always reach out for help. Many financial advisors and pension specialists offer guidance on how to navigate tax issues with pension withdrawals. They can help make sense of the forms and processes so you're not left guessing. Additionally, some pension providers may also offer support services to assist you in managing tax deductions and refunds. So, if this information has helped you or could help someone you know, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment if you have questions or experiences to share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel for more updates on money, pensions, tax news, and everything you need to stay financially ahead. We break it down clearly so you can take control of your finances with confidence. Thanks for watching, and stay smart with your money. See you in the next one. If you found this video helpful, make sure to check out our other videos on pension planning, tax tips, and retirement strategies. We regularly update with the latest news and expert advice to help you make the most of your money. Stay connected and stay informed by subscribing and turning on notifications.